Fantastic. I'm here with Aaron from Temenos. How are you, sir?
Oh, super. Thank you for asking.
Good. You having a good show at Money 2020?
Oh, it's massive. Anyone who's been here, it's always just crazy, but yeah, very, very good.
Good. Glad to hear it. So you're looking after, I believe, the Temenos Open Marketplace, but tell me a little bit about Temenos first.
Yeah, sure. So Temenos, as you probably know, is the largest core banking software vendor in the world. Absolutely massive company, 4,000 people. In software, that's a pretty big milestone. You get to a certain size, but it's in a lot of banks, 700 banks. So yeah, it's a pretty big company.
And then this open marketplace piece, tell us more about it. We have the ads running on FinTech Insider, as you know, but give me a bit more than just opening up access. Like, what does that mean for a fintech, and what does it mean for banks?
I guess the nice thing is I'm a techie, so I've worked for Temenos for 10 years. I started as a software engineer. We're one of the key designers of our integration platforms, our application frameworks. So I kind of know the tech really well. And one of the main motivations about the marketplace is that I saw lots of vendors pitching products that fundamentally the banks never saw. So what I wanted to try and do first of all is have a platform where they could see and experience and touch the software and quickly evaluate. So you're not waste your time looking at something that's not going to be suitable. Just get past that.
So you can, as an engineer, get a feel for, will this product fly? Can the core system that the bank's using do this thing? Is that kind of the core concept?
Yeah, I mean, it's more than just the engineers, I suppose. You've got lots of sort of moving parts to get a product live. You've got the developers need to test it and make sure it works and integrate it. But then you've got the people who need to assess it, check that it's the right solution. So you need to do demos and show them the sort of functionality. And then also you've got the vendor selection, you've got the kind of due diligence part of it. So there's all these sort of problems in that whole spectrum of, I want a product, but I don't know what it is, and getting it live. So yeah, I want to solve those problems like end to end.
Interesting. So can you give me an example of somebody who's worked with you on the fintech side before and what they might have done?
Yeah, I mean, what's kind of interesting is the way we've structured the marketplace is we've attracted a very wide spectrum. So Thomson Reuters is an example. You wouldn't exactly think of them as a fintech, but a massive company there in the marketplace with some data analytics type widgets, right down to kind of robo-advisors and kind of meet investors, a platform that drives investments for personal investors. And almost everyone in the middle. Lots of security products, you've got biometrics, face fees, kind of facial recognition type product. So you've got this very wide spectrum of people who do automation, people who do apps, and it's across the whole value chain really.
It's very, very cool. And so when you look at that from a bank's perspective, what are the benefits to them of this marketplace?
Yeah, I think primarily it's accelerating that process. One of the sort of favorite stories I have is that if you're a small company trying to sell to a bank, you could be 2 years and 20 meetings before you get live. That's if you survive that long. And for a bank, it's exactly the same problem. They don't want to wait 2 years to get a solution implemented. So they want to accelerate that whole process, and they want to get through the...
So it's almost like a sandbox for people to see what could integrate into this core system and how might it look and how might it work, to give people confidence that this is a good idea, bad idea, and it maybe even allows people to disqualify things that they hadn't thought of, or that they did think was good, but turns out to be not that good.
Absolutely. In fact, I think that's probably one of the most valuable parts, iterate fast. And it's interesting you say the sandbox. We hear about the regulatory sandboxes, in the UK and Singapore, and lots of other locations now starting to offer these sandboxes. That's how we start working with the providers. We give them a sandbox, here's our system, integrate with it. And in the early days, we thought that was purely for the providers to integrate. As it turns out, the banks want that too, to see it and touch it and get hands-on in a completely non-production way, just to do the assessment and do it faster.
So what's been the biggest challenge so far? Has it been getting people to just look at it? Has it been getting people on the platform? Has it been maybe getting from that next step after the platform? Where do you see the challenge, and where do you see growth of the platform coming from?
Yeah, I mean, I think the way you describe it, all platform challenges. Basically, every platform challenge is the challenge that we've had. And it's nice to have been there probably before platforms were cool. We're only pretty young, but 2 years in the game already gives us a little jump on establishing the platform. And in the early days, we thought, well, you need to attract both sides. So we thought we could attract the banks, but we didn't know whether we could attract the fintechs. In our very first conference, there were 150 fintechs wanting to join the marketplace. Right, that's not a problem so much, but now actually speaking to the banks, starting to work with them, you're trying to solve that next problem. Because although we have the relationships, we don't necessarily have the relationships with the people who assess software. And so building up both those sides, now starting to make it work, it's it's been a good challenge.
It's going deeper into the organization and helping them understand that, hey, you don't have to go through a multi-year product cycle to get something live that a customer might not want. You can test something for a lot less upfront cost, and not doing failure is a great business case.
Exactly.
I think that makes complete sense. So, Aaron, where can people find out more about Temenos and the open marketplace?
So it's quite simple, marketplace.temenos.com. You can see all the products listed from 45 companies at the moment, adding about 2 a week at the moment. So keep checking back. Temenos.com, the source of what Temenos, who Temenos is and what we do. But definitely you can go on there and get fulfillment. You can see these products, you can see demos, you can apply for trials. You can.
So you heard it. Go round to the website and make money.
Totally.
Cool. Thank you.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.